Hey guys, what's in Madrid here? So today I'm making a video about Venus, everything you need to know about Venus. So Venus is the second planet from the Sun, and it rules things such as personal relationships, love, the feminine side of a subject's nature, art and fashion. Venus encourages gentleness, friendliness, tact, and social graces. But under stress, its influence can make one indecisive, careless, overly romantic, overly dependent on other people. Its keywords are harmony, unison, and love. So when I talk about Venus, it generally speaks about relationships, friendships, love, um, how you relate to people you find important, how you express your emotions, and just how you are when there's more than one person involved. So you and your significant other. Alright, so I'm just going to go through the signs. Before I do though, Venus is the ruler of Taurus and Libra. So if you are Taurus or Libra, you should have a look at your birth chart to find out where your Venus is sitting, because it will be extra important for you. If you don't know where your Venus is, either go to just Google free natal chart, or if you want, just tell me your birthday and I'll do a natal reading for you. And yeah, I'll tell you where your Venus and all your other stuff is. Alright, so firstly, Venus in Aries. This individual is passionate, falling in love quickly, and will be demonstrative. So, Aries is a very quick fire sign, very impulsive, um, very spur of the moment, passionate. So, Venus in Aries means you will act very passionately, maybe a bit brash in your relationships. When you approach a girl, you'll probably be very direct, very straight up, and when you have a temper, like, you'll express it to your partner, you'll just fight over it. No worries there. Um, Here is an enthusiastic, lively friend and energetic colleague. The money the attitude to money is extremely enterprising, but a risk element taking can cause financial losses. So yeah, Venus is also about comfort, luxuries, and a bit about money as well. All right, so Venus in Taurus. So if you're Taurus, this is your ruling planet. Venus rules this sign, so its influences will be increased by this placing. The individual is loving, warm, and affectionate, makes a passive, sensual, and romantic partner. But the Taurian possessiveness will incline him or her to think of the loved one as another much cherished belonging. Alright, so Taurians are a lot about beauty, sensuality, and material things. So Venus here, as I've said before, it might create a bit of possessiveness. It might make you view your partner as an object, but that has its good sides as well, because you'll always be showering them with gifts and whatnot. Alright, also, often there is a talent for appreciation of music combined with general love of beauty, art, and good living, especially for food. So, two things I've noticed what Taurus people like these days is food and design. Um, Beauty and art and stuff, I guess it's a bit old fashioned, but yeah, Taurus people these days love good architecture, um, good sort of interior design, and good food. So, if you want to date someone with Venus in Taurus, or just a Taurian person in general, take note of those things. Alright, so Venus in Gemini. Live and fun loving individual can communicate well with partners. There will also be an important need for both friendship and intellectual rapport within emotional relationships. So, Gemini is quite an intellectual sign. It loves talking about things, it loves communicating. So, if your Venus is in Gemini, you probably love talking about how your day was. You probably love expressing yourself to your partner, and you want to, have intellectual engagements. So yeah, it's a bit less emotional and materialistic, and a bit more communicative. Yeah. Alright, so Venus in Cancer. Alright, this should be interesting. Kindness, sympathy, the expression of true love and affection, and a high level of emotion are characteristic. A powerful protective instinct can at times create a claustrophobic atmosphere within a relationship. So Cancer is the mother, the nurturing crab. Don't know how crabs are nurturing, but whatever. Alright, so if your Venus is in Cancer, you'll probably have a tendency to be very caring, very generous towards your friends, and if it's to your girlfriend, you probably, you know, love them a lot. You might be a little bit claustrophobic sometimes, but yeah, Venus and Cancer people, you guys will probably suit dating water sign people, and yeah, especially Pisces, since they need a lot of love and nurturing. Alright, Venus in Leo. The fiery, passionate emotion of Leo is expressed to the loved one, and the subject will want to be proud of the partner. Great encouragement will be given to the development of his or her potential, but a tendency to be bossy must be watched. Here is a big-heartedness, generosity of spirit, and an enjoyment of all aspects of life. The sex life is usually exuberant. Alright, so Venus in Leo. Leo is a very big, very powerful, sort of egotistic sort of sign, and Venus here will mean that the Venus guy will probably love you very passionately, but might also be a bit self-centered in what they need from a relationship, so they might focus a lot on themselves if their Venus is in Leo. A tendency towards showiness and a sense of drama may need controlling. This placing encourages the desire to earn a lot of money, principally to add to the richness and enjoying of life. So if you're dating a Venus in Leo, probably need to watch your bank account, because yeah, Leo in general loves spending money. Venus in Virgo. Alright, Virgo is a bit of an uptight sign. Venus here is not comfortable, I guess would be the best way to say it. The critical acumen of Virgo will often be directed towards the partner, and an awareness of any tendency to nag or carp is essential. So Virgo is known for being nitpicky. A Venus here might make them sort of critical within relationships, but also very practical. So if you want help, like, you know, driving or moving house or budgeting and stuff like that, it's probably good to ask someone with Venus in Virgo, as they'll help you. And Venus in Virgo are very modest, so if someone seems a bit shy, or they're not, you know, peacocking or really selling themselves, don't see that as they're just a lame, boring person. If their Venus is in Virgo, maybe they're, you know, what you see is what you get. They're very down to earth. Alright, Venus in Libra. So this is the other sign that it rules. Libra is the second sign ruled by Venus, this influence of which is increased when placed in this sign. The attitude towards love is romantic, affectionate, and idealistic. The subject may even fall in love with love, but here is someone with a strong need for a loving relationship. So Librans generally like to have a partner with them, and having Venus here just accentuates that. So people with Venus and Libra will also really like fine dining, flair for art, and they probably won't be as materialistic as Taurians, but they still don't like argument. They'll, you know, rather be indecisive, and they might become over reliant on the partner. But generally, they're very pleasant to be with, and they will put on a good party, very welcoming. Venus in Scorpio. So as you probably know, Scorpio is an intense sign, and having Venus here means you will be very intense in your relationships. It will be like passion personified, I guess you could put it that way. The need for a rewarding, harmonious, and loving relationship is intensified by the passion of Scorpio. Sexual desire and romance are both fulfilled and seem to be fulfilled. So, if you're going out with someone with Venus in Scorpio, they might be very possessive, but you're going to have good sex. Probably going to have a lot of sex. So, you better be prepared, you know. Bring a change of clothes. At best, here Venus is working at its sexiest. Financially, this is an excellent placing, for security is important and there's usually a flair for investment and business, although spending levels are often considerable. So yeah, flair for making money, which is good. Venus in Sagittarius. Although considerable enthusiasm and lively emotion will be warmly expressed towards partners, the Sagittarian need for independence may make the individual loath to be too tied to one person. So Sagittarius is a big sign, bit of a traveler, explorer. Not so much a boss, but you know, pretty big in the breadth of things they like to explore. So a Venus here will show someone who likes to have a range of relationships, and they might be a bit more prone to flirting with a lot of people. Not saying they would cheat necessarily, but they might be prone to talking to a lot of people and they get jealous, basically. This is a lively friend who will make life fun. The attitude towards finance may be easy come, easy go, perhaps with the emphasis on the go. So yeah, bit like Leo, bit of a spender. Venus in Capricorn. So Capricorn, like Virgo, is another sign which is more about career, more about discipline. So more towards the more structured side of life. So it'll be interesting to see what Venus has to offer. Although the worldly ambition associated with Capricorn does not easily blend with the Venusian need to relate and love, when the planet is placed in this sign, it gives someone who will, once committed, want to remain faithful and constant. So Capricorn people, although they're a bit harder to get to know and to love sometimes, they're very faithful. So they will take you out on, you know, dates and stuff, get to know you progressively, no crazy outbursts and impulses of, you know, I love you, let's spend our life together. But they are constant, and if you want someone steady and loyal and, you know, will work at a relationship, go for Venus in Capricorn. The only downside to this is Venus in Capricorn, they can handle being alone, and also they're not the most spontaneous. They don't bring, you know, a lot of flair to the relationship, but they are very good, very solid. Alright, so Venus in Aquarius. Aquarius is a bit rebellious and very friendly, so at sometimes these may there's a conflict that might arise because Aquarius wants to be friends with a lot of people, and Venus is about love. So sometimes they might, you know, dash off and just not want to be too tied down by a relationship. Nevertheless, here Venus is not crazy. Venus is quite detached, quite logical. Alright, so Venus in Pisces. Emotional level is greatly increased and the individual is swayed by all emotional spheres of life. Alright, time's up. See you later.